A cycle of love is created at Ormoc DaAi village as villagers donate to Tzu. An elderly recycling volunteer in Kaohsiung dedicates herself to recycling despite her mild dementia. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Siri Su. Thank you for joining us. We begin our program today with some news from the Philippines. In the Philippines, a fire took place in an old community in Las Piñas, affecting more than 600 households. Tzu volunteers have conducted a distribution for the second time, helping more than 200 affected residents. Let's join them there.
Kumbaga, kasi noong panahon, parang, ay naku, ano ba yan? Wala naman, bakit ba naging ganito? Bakit ba nasunog kami? Naibsan yung aming mga, ganun pala, dapat pala, hindi namin dapat isarili o makasarili kaming tao. Dapat pala, tumatawag din kami sa taas.
Tzu volunteers conduct their second aid distribution in the aftermath of a community fire. They give out rice, mats, pots, and even slippers to help the fire victims who lost almost everything. Then the volunteers also follow the resident to bring rice to this dilapidated tent. A piece of wood and tarp is everything this old woman has after the fire.
Siya po ay matagal ng 2010 pa po siya na stroke ng ganyan.
She had a stroke in 2010. She is deaf and has kidney stones. She has been on the streets since the fire took place. My heart goes out to her since the environment is very dirty. Fortunately, you have come with supplies to help her. Thank you very much.
Some affected residents also help out with the aid distribution.
Kasi mula sa pool talaga, yun talaga ang gusto ko sa buhay ko na tumulong ako sa kapwa ko.
There is a saying, one who is able to give is more blessed. Although I'm not educated, I also want to be someone helpful. Therefore, I want to help people in need.
Since accumulation of garbage was one of the reasons the fire spread, the village chief invited city volunteers to promote recycling. They hope the residents will also learn to protect the environment. After Ormoc DaAi villagers in the Philippines were devastated by Typhoon Haiyan and Kai-Tak, city volunteers always reach out to help them. The volunteers have also created a cycle of love by inviting the villagers to become Tzu's donating members. When local volunteers in Ormoc and Tacloban went to collect donations from the villagers, some of the villagers donated their PET bottles, in which they save up as a coin bank.
Hello naman, hello!
The volunteers take action to send love. Besides Ormoc volunteers, local volunteers in Tacloban also joined to help. They have divided into 21 groups, heading to the DaAi village to collect donations.
Tulungan din kami, so kahit sa
we want to contribute our share by saving $1 a day to help people in need.
Volunteers had distributed coin banks in the DaAi village more than a month ago, encouraging the villagers to become donating members. The destruction caused by Typhoon Haiyan and Kai-Tak did not diminish volunteers' passion for creating the cycle of love.
I feel very happy because I can help other less fortunate people.
This is the money that I have made from selling bananas and sweet potatoes.
Some people are not registered, but when we went to them, they said that they looked forward to this good deed, and they also wanted to donate money. Even though many households did not have the coin bank, they had put their coins into the PET bottles and gave them to us. We are not only a fundraising mechanism, but we also hope to inspire compassion.
When they encounter the impoverished villagers who are troubled by illness, the volunteers may listen to, comfort, and encourage them. Volunteers are not affected by the drizzle and rain, as they go door to door to visit each family and canvass for donations.
Since Haiti was struck by a massive earthquake in 2010, Tzu volunteers have been helping local residents in different ways. In January of this year, the Tzu grants in Haiti officially opened. Recently, the executive director of Global Tzu Volunteers, Stephen Huang, and the CEO of Tzu U.S. headquarters, Han Huang, went to Haiti to meet up with local priests and Christian nuns. They're planning Tzu's future work in Haiti.
So after the earthquake, we start to pay a lot of attention to Haiti. So each year we do the Happy Campus program, we do the rice distribution program, so on and so forth here. But after all these years, we keep thinking about one question: is there any changes here so far?
Our most important mission this time is to understand the situation in society. We need to think about how to develop our Tzu Chi grounds in Haiti. The Master also hopes that this place will become an educational area. We can also see it as a cultivation ground.
We don't just want to keep giving them things like rice or things. We want to turn around the situation. So one of the ideas is to do the job training, like a vocational school here on the campus. So we're thinking about, well, maybe we can teach them some basic skills, like construction, plumbing, electrician, things like that. So when they go out, they can find a job somewhere, because we see that there are quite a bit of construction going on, because after earthquake, there are so many buildings has to rebuild, right? So the market should be still there, but we need to give them skill. So hopefully we can turn the situation around like that.
假如说从小我们就可以教育他，然后让他出去可以找到一个正当的职业。
As long as people can sustain themselves, they also want to do good deeds. If we educate them and help them find a decent job, then the society will stabilize and the economy will flourish. If the politics and economy can flourish as well, this country might have a chance to improve. However, I still have my faith in this country. Basically, there are kind volunteers and some determined people, such as the Christian nuns and priests who wish the people in Haiti will be able to stabilize. Our Master also hopes to pass on the Buddhist teachings in Haiti.
安身乐业了哈，那我们上人的愿呢，也能够在海地这个地方，那弘扬我们佛陀的慈悲。
In Malaysia, Tzu Chi kindergartens have been promoting Passport for Vegetarian Land campaign for more than 5 years. At Tzu Chi kindergartens, the children design their own passports for vegetarian land and cook outer space meals. Over the period of 30 days, the kindergarteners learn about the benefits of vegetarianism. Taking the spaceship to travel to vegetarian land, the students feel like they're watching the stars in the outer space. These little chefs present the outer space meals they have prepared mindfully.
My wish is to protect planet Earth and animals, because by doing so, the animals will be able to find their dads and moms.
My child told me he would eat vegetables and not be picky about food.
Vegetarian Land promotes vegetarianism. The Tzu Chi kindergarteners in Nepotable mindfully designed these. They promote a wonderful life on vegetarian land in their unique way.
The reasons that animals can live together is because on vegetarian land, animals are their good friends.
Penang Tzu Chi kindergarteners designed the passports for vegetarian land. The kindergarteners are playing the role of technicians, preparing to land on vegetarian land.
We will make rockets. How do we travel to vegetarian land? We need to eat only vegetables and fruits in order to travel to vegetarian land.
As we make the decision, we indirectly help the children socialize and share their thoughts, and we see his improvement and growth.
The children who have participated in this process have gained a deeper understanding of the importance of adopting a vegetarian diet. Since the beginning of 2016, major textile companies have been carrying out human trials for smart clothing with many positive results. Today, we take you to actual trials being carried out on smart clothing. Taipei's Tri-Service Veteran General Hospital is using the garments for those rehabbing from heart problems. Meanwhile, at Taoyuan Nursing Home smart clothes have decreased the number of falls by 65%.
The Taiwan Textile Research Institute is showing their latest research and development advancements in smart clothing. The smart clothing is also a new innovation with a light on the arm seems like a mystery. When the intensity of exercise is only 50%, it is green, but if one accelerates and the intensity becomes close to 80%, it becomes a blue light. When one moves faster, it becomes red immediately, indicating that the user has reached the maximum heart rate.
In other words, I don't always have to look at my smartphone when I'm running on the road, as this is quite dangerous.
The Taiwan Textile Research Institute began pursuing smart clothing 15 years ago. In 2006, it began to cooperate with the textile industry. The simplest measurements of heartbeats and connecting with the internet in 2010, with more and more developments. Many believe that such clothing is becoming more and more mature.
The accuracy of measuring heartbeats in this clothing is nearly the same as medical equipment. This means hospitals can use this as an assisted device for rehabilitation. Finally, integrating with people's lifestyle can help us solve problems in our daily lives.
In addition to providing data on heart rates while running and exercising intensity, this smart clothing has actually been tested in hospitals for medical purposes and expected to be adopted in the future.
Taipei's Tri-Service Veterans General Hospital has been doing human trials for smart clothing in conjunction with TTRI. The tester must first obtain the precise maximum heart rate through traditional cardiopulmonary equipment, and then it is compared with the results from smart clothing.
This is how our system compares with smart clothing. There is a very high degree of correlation.
Today, during the consultation period, 3 patients who need cardiopulmonary rehab all wore smart clothes.
First of all, it is warm, and then it sends a signal which translates into data, which can be helpful in analysis later.
The smart clothing was developed with the help of TTRI and helps determine the intensity of exercise and heartbeat. This data can be quite useful to medical treatment.
To stimulate the heart, we must reach our target heart rate. Of course, if you exceed this number, you may be introducing some unnecessary risks. If you don't reach this heart rate, the effectiveness of training will be reduced.
Mr. Liu, who is 60 years old this year, has had 3 heart attacks. He has 3 stents and wears the smart clothing at home when he does rehab.
It's very good, especially for doing this training. We can rest assured when doing exercise like riding this bike.
It's quite good because if you don't monitor your own heartbeat when you exercise, you may be putting yourself at risk as your heart may be beating too fast.
Although smart clothing has entered a number of medical applications, it is still in the experimental stage. The preliminary results showing major progress is being made towards clinical applications. Even long-term care institutions can improve the quality of their care through these smart clothes. A cell phone receives a notice that an elderly in the room needs emergency attention, as an attendant immediately rushes into the room. 70-year-old Liao Zhang Ruhua has a prosthetic limb on her right leg as she suffers from mobility issues, leading her to enter this nursing home 4 years ago.
Because my foot is unstable, if I fall to the ground, I can simply ring someone and they will come immediately to help me.
The vest she wears has smart functions, including a button in the middle, which can send out a distress signal. It can also improve safety by sensing a change in posture. Because of this clothing, the number of falls in this nursing home has decreased 65% in 3 months. Functions include not moving for more than 2 hours, getting up at night, leaving a safe area, and going to the toilet for more than 15 minutes. If such actions occur, a notice will be immediately sent to an attendant.
An attendant will receive a warning that an elderly man is getting out of the bed and has fallen, and our staff will rush to check on him. In the past, we only knew of their movements when they entered the bathroom.
This system is currently in use at a nursing home in Taoyuan, where it is undergoing field trials. The developers of the system come from different professional backgrounds, such as Chang'eng University, textile companies, and a technology firm.
Through the 3-axis and 6-axis sensors, we can detect the movements of the elderly. You can see our devices are put into the clothing used in this nursing home.
As for the attendants working here, they aren't slaves, as they should be able to use this smart system to apply their best skills. We should use this data to allow them to do their best work.
Your physical data will be received by your doctor, and this information can be used to take care of people around the world.
The blueprint for future smart garments is becoming more clear, as there are many more applications in the field of healthcare. In addition to helping hospitals carry out rehab and treatment, more human resources are being maximized and applied better because of this data, which is allowing for better patient care.
At the Kaohsiung recycling station in Kaohsiung, Taiwan, there's a 94-year-old volunteer who goes to the recycling station every day despite mild dementia. As she's friendly and loves volunteering, she's popular among the recycling volunteers.
Reciting Buddhist sutras every morning, Wongguo Chunhua, who has been walking the Bodhisattva path for 50 years, also goes to the recycling station every day. After her husband passed away 5 years ago, her son worried that she could not cope with the pain, so he took her to do recycling. In the past few years, the recycling station is her second home, where the volunteers always remind her to drink water every day.
She is courteous, as she always says that she is not thirsty. If she doesn't come here, I may forget to drink water myself.
Other volunteers who are much younger than her are like her daughters.
She is the charger of our recycling station. Only when I give food to her will she eat. She will not eat if other people give her food.
But actually, she has experienced mild dementia in the past 2 or 3 years. She even had a fall at the beginning of the year.
I asked her not to think about coming to the recycling station, but she still wanted to come every day.
After recovering from injury, she is able to do recycling once again. This is also the rehabilitation class that her son has designed for her.
I don't want her to sit there and be in a daze all day. I must give her something to do.
It is hoped that by doing recycling, Mrs. Wongguo's symptoms of dementia will not worsen.
Tzu volunteer Liu Xiuying from Zhanghua, Taiwan is 60 years old. When she was little, she was adopted. After she got married, she hoped for a wonderful marriage, but her 2 sons all suffer from physical and mental disabilities. She then gradually opened her mind through recycling. She was diagnosed with breast cancer 4 years ago, but she still faces it bravely. Her oldest son has been certified as a citizen volunteer.
She explains what the symbols mean while recycling. Liu Xiuying teaches her eldest son, who has slight mental disability, with examples.
When we see Mom doing it, as her sons, we simply follow her doing it.
Her second son suffers from more serious mental disabilities.
I became pregnant by accident. The first one had made me worry. I didn't know the second one was also. It had happened, so I had to face it. What else could I do?
The worst was that her sons were bullied since they were little.
When they went to junior high school, they were tied up with belts and made their heads hit the table.
Liu Yang was very upset and heartbroken at her son's treatment. Actually, her fate was very tough because she was adopted and had to support her foster family.
If I was beaten, I was run home. But my natural father and mother were trustworthy, and they told me to go back.
She was able to slowly forgive her misfortunes through recycling and watching DaAi TV. When she was diagnosed of breast cancer 4 years ago, she did not complain about it. She continued doing recycling.
Everyone should keep their hearts open and face their problems bravely, because they will have different encounters. Many people thought that nursing home is the final destination for elders, but it's actually a wrong concept. Taichung Tzu Nursing Home has the #1 return home rate for seniors, which have set a new standard for the long-term care system. How do they do it? Through fitness training, nutritious diet, and many activities to prevent dementia, many elders had a chance to return home again with their family.
Under the teacher's instruction, these seniors are exercising their bodies and training their flexibilities in order to prevent muscle loss due to aging.
The physical fitness training can keep up to an hour, and this can improve muscular endurance so they won't fall down easily, and it can also prevent aging.
Also, there are activities such as planting vegetables in the garden or brain training courses to prevent dementia.
看得懂吗？他说洗澡时要用到的。
All of these are great rehabilitations to enable elders to find back their abilities to take care of themselves step by step with a rigorous plan.
For example, we would like to remove the nasogastric tube and the Foley so they can learn to urinate by themselves. This takes 2 to 3 times of practice a week, so that when they recover their abilities for basic living skills, they can return home.
Through 5 different training, including eating and swallowing, removing tubes, fitness exercises, home visitations, and environment makeover, the nursing home aims for the ultimate goal to let these seniors get healthier and return home to be with their families.
In response to the aging society, the Pingdong Christian Hospital started a home medical service 2 years ago. The medical professionals go out of the clinic room to check the seniors who have difficulty leaving home to seek medical help.
A kindly greeting warms the senior's heart. The doctor who speaks Hakka has no barrier to communicate with Mr. Yo. In addition to checking the senior, the doctor also examines his medication usage. The meticulous service makes him happy.
We check to see whether the patient has a regular diet or proper medication usage. We also offer consultation and hygiene education, trying to solve their medical problems.
This is a medical service integrated with home health care. Besides the physicians, nurses may also assist the patients who are intubated at home to change the tube. It is no longer a painstaking task for the elders to seek medical attention.
My daughter-in-law usually drives him to seek medical help. If she's busy, we'll have to call a taxi.
The patients can enjoy a good care quality at home. It also helps reduce the rate of being hospitalized again, which avoids the waste in health insurance.
In the aging society, it's usually inconvenient for the elders to go out to seek medical help. To provide home medical service, doctors and nurses go out of the clinic room to safeguard the seniors' health.
In Canada, Tzu West Toronto office joined hands with its long-term partner, Globalmatic, to pack 700 water purifiers and sanitation packs. These supplies will be delivered to Syrian refugees and people in Yemen. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.